Okay, well, guys, welcome back. And I showed you all the different things about the simple list component and how you can use the collection of data to display the information as a list. And so now I'm going to show you, just so that you get used to this, I'm going to create a different collection. I'm going to say just another collection, just, I don't know, whatever. And then I'm going to change this from name to maybe, you know what, your hobby. Now let's actually use name. And I'll rename this. I can rename a collection by clicking on the dots when I am displaying it and say edit name. And I'm going to change this to favorites. Just random in my head. And then I'm going to start populating that. I'm going to say ice cream. Not me, but some people like durian. It's a type of fruit in East Asia. Chocolate. What? Cheese? A lot of people like cheese. Alright. So, now that I've created this collection, I also want to show you that this screen is not limited by the size, because I can literally just like drag this to the right or to the left to make it bigger, as well as I can drag it downward and make it long. But because this is already defined as an app, when I do go in here and I run this, it's not going to show me this full screen. It's going to show me this height, which is, if we look down here, it's going to tell us it's 667. So when I run this again, you're going to see that it does not show me that long thing, even though I made it longer. So if you need to be able to view your screen more, because you're going to build more content, it's going to be scrollable down. So I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to get used to this, help you get used to this simple list I was talking to you guys about. And I'm going to drag another one on here. And I'm just going to line it up. And I'm going to choose from the favorites that I created. And right by default, it's going to use name. I don't want a subtitle, so I'm going to go down here in the subtitle, and I'm going to say no subtitle. And also, I don't want an image or avatar or an icon or anything. And I also don't want a divider. And then I'm just going to run this. But I'm going to pull this down a little bit further. Now it does auto layout, so it might move it up, it might move it down closer to the component, or just to present it to you. But see how I can now scroll down here with my mouse wheel. I can scroll down here and I can see those things. I can see those favorites. All right. Okay. So now we since we have kind of something we're doing here, we're messing around with components, and we're using the list component, the simple list component, in order to display our list of data from our collection, which is favorites in this case. But you have a users collection, and you can also display the users information as well, the amount of users you have in your database, in your collection of users. And I can specify here, it's going to use email by default, which is actually okay with me. And when I click preview again to do this, it's going to show me my users. So those are the users that I've created since I used this app. And as you can see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so there we go with that. So you got used to a little bit of collection of users. Now, what if I wanted to do something to filter my collection? So how could that work? Well, let's say that I had favorites earlier. I'm going to go back to favorites, and let's say I go into my favorites table and I say, I want to add a counter for how many people like certain favorites. So I'm just going to say count. And I'm going to make it a number. And then I'm just going to populate it. I'm going to say 10 people like cheese. Maybe 100 people like cheese. And Probably more people like chocolate, so 200 people like chocolate. Maybe like 1,000 like durian because, you know, Asian race. A lot of people. And ice cream. Maybe everyone likes ice cream. So I'm going to stop this video right now. I'm going to go back in the next video and continue on to the next video. For watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Just continue on to the next video, and we'll just continue where we left off. Thanks. Like, share, subscribe. Awesome.